Hello, BookTube. Tim here from World of Sleuths with another weekly wrap-up and my current reads. I know it's only been 6 days. Last week's was a day late because of my health problems and stuff. But I'm getting it back on Saturdays like I want to keep have it at. This week I was still having health problems, but I did manage to finish one book and start another. I pretty much read the whole book in the week because I started this The Killing Floor by Lee Child, trying to get it in here better because this is on my Kindle. This is the first Jack Reacher novel. In this, Jack Reacher's just been out of the army for 6 months, and he's a drifter. He was a hair in my mouth. Sorry about that. He's ex or a former military police, and well, anyway, he's a drifter now, just walking around the United States, discovering stuff. And well, anyway, he within an hour after getting into a small town in Georgia, he's arrested for murder that he knows he didn't commit, and that he ends up being. This is on a Friday, and he ends up being put in jail for the weekend, and he gets beat up and stuff, some in jail and stuff, or some guys tried to kill him, and they learn better, but he gets released on Sunday after they find out that he's not the guy that he has a clean record. He's not the guy that they were that they're looking for, but they wanted to keep him around while they were checking some stuff out, and it comes out that the guy that was killed turns out to be his brother that he hadn't seen for spoken to for years, since their mother's death, and that made him decide to stay around and to try solving finding out who killed his brother. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I gave it a rating of 5 out of 5 stars. Okay, now on to my current read. I'm reading The Simple Truth by David Baldacci. I can't, not that far into it yet. I read just a little bit yesterday. My wife's anniversary was this week. She was off yesterday, and we were up in Wisconsin going to some places, and that was after going to a library sale in the town she works in near here, and I'll have a video later on today with what I picked up there with my book haul. But so I'm reading it. See, this is his 4th novel. It's a standalone novel, and after it, after that, I'm going to be reading 3 review copies of books. Let me bring them up there. I have them all on my Kindle, so let me pull each one up. The first one I'm going to be doing is let me do this. It's easier when I do that because it's not as bright. And then here, A Police Woman by Justin W. M. Roberts. I can't remember. I think I told you back in August I was reading it, and I had done a review on it and stuff, and this was early August, and see, this is one that the author asked me to review, and a number of people that reviewed it along with me said the same thing about the book in the at the beginning of the book, how there were like several chapters that just seemed long, that didn't really need to be there. Well, he wrote me back, actually I think it was July actually that I reviewed it. Well, he wrote me, he emailed me back, asked me to review it again. He's taken out a lot of stuff he said, and did some rewriting in it, and he asked me to reread it and review it. So I'm going to finally getting back to that, because he did that like at the end of August, beginning of this month. Then after that, I'm another review. This one is I got an email on Goodreads. That's how Justin contacted me originally for reviewing The Policewoman, and this is another author that emailed me because she noticed I like this type of books. I read a lot of the type of books that hers is. This, trying to get it so you can see it. It's pretty right here. I guess I'll just have to read it off. It's And the Wolf Shall Dwell. The author's name is Joni D. It's another, like the others. This is a thriller also, and she said this takes place in England, and she said she also told me that she started new web page that along with some of her other author friends, and it's for it's something similar to NetGalley for like new and indie authors that can't get their books on NetGalley. So to get people to review their books, I'll leave the name of it is Book Gobbler. I'll leave a link to it down below. And I went to it and I registered onto there. Also, I registered onto there for as a reader for reviewing books, and also for you authors that are interested in it. You can go register on there and get books on there, like get some of your books on there for a review if you want, if you're interested. Like I said, I'll leave a link to the site below. But on there I did find a mystery thriller that they had available on there, and I decided to get that, request that, and they sent me that about right away too. The name of it is Beast Wanted by Debbie Mack. So I thought that what would be neat, those are all the reviews that I have for now, but what would be neat is if I could get enough for next October. I know I'm not going to hold them out till then, but if I had enough arcs, like if I got enough like in September or something next year, if I can get it built up enough, get word out and stuff, instead of have like a month-long thing, instead of like horror and stuff, have more like readathon type thing, or is have a October for next October, where what you do is you pretty much read arcs the full month, or see how, or that's not all you have to read, but to see how many arcs you can read during the month, and write your reviews, of course, and stuff. Well, that's all I have for you this time. Like I said, I'll be coming back with another video later with my book hauls from yesterday, because I also later on in the day, my wife and I went to Goodwill up in Wisconsin, in a town around 55 miles from here. We used to live like 30 miles from there. That we'd go up there at times and go to that Goodwill, and I got a number of books there too. So until next time, take it easy and keep on reading.